Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of JFC Hollywood and Friends. Tonight we are all JFC Hollywood, and with me I have I'm going I don't know around. I have Edo, Giulio, Billo, and special guest Donato.
Hi.
Hi, everybody.
How you guys doing?
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Is the honeymoon over? I like the title.
You like the title? I did good, right? I did
great.
good this time. So,
I want to ask something to Donato. 1 second. Did you hear the sonic boom 10 minutes ago?
Yeah, no, I couldn't see the shadow, not the shadow, well, the rockets because it's kind of foggy, but the noise it was really loud, really. And anyway, my house shakes every time.
It was shaking. My house was shaking.
Well, I see it every time from here, but tonight it was a little bit foggy, so it wasn't a good view. But yeah, I'm used to now.
I bet.
Yeah.
Do you guys see Donato? I see him frozen. Or it's
no,
just
I
me?
see
No,
Donato.
I see him. He's
Okay,
just
so
vertical.
it's my internet again. All right, good.
Yeah. Bill, are you done to using the podcast for your personal reason, or can we talk about something
do
else?
your own thing.
Okay, guys. So we are 1 week back from the last episode. Okay, and we went live the last time after the tie against Milan. Okay, and in the
And
meantime,
Aston Villa.
in the and Aston Villa, you're right. You were right. We after the Champions League game. In the meantime, we had another tie. Okay, so just because so we tied the game 1-1 against Lecce. Lecce tied the game at the 92nd, 93rd minutes. Okay, Rebic, I think is the 5th goal that he scored against us. Okay, a games that if anything, if that game show anything there is that we need some subs. I think our players super tired. Actually, I think we had like a pretty decent first 30 minutes. And then when the energy went down, basically it was it kind of reminded me against a little bit the game against Parma when the game could go like our favor or their favor, and we gotta be honest, I don't think Lecce maybe deserved the tie. Okay, we went up with a deflected shot by Cambiaso, and but at that time, yes, we should be able to secure the game and bring the game home. But Lecce actually was better than us, and they had the game. So let's start about what we think about the game about last week. I'm gonna start with Edo.
I mean, you said it all. We were in rhythm for about, I don't know, 30 to 40 minutes, and then you could clearly see the energy just running out. And at the end of the game, we were all super mad about how we essentially conceded this last minute goal. But when you think about it, I'm a little more concerned because the result itself was pretty much what we showed on the pitch. Like, it was a fair result because Lecce had a series of like 3 to 4 shots on goals in the second half, and I could start smelling like, okay, this is not going to go well. So it's not just a matter of one lucky chance that they created at the end. It was something that they built over the second half, and they reached with a lucky, whatever you want to call it, this turnover at the last minute that they were very good at capitalizing. But definitely the energy in the team, the second half especially, was absolutely not there. And it's no surprise. I mean, it's the same 11 guys or 12 guys running for 90 minutes and playing the same over and over again in Serie A, in the Champions League.
So it's because they were tired, you're saying?
I mean, one component is that, but there is a lot more to it. I mean, it's also very, we're not deep at any position right now. So there is.
Yeah, the goalie.
Yeah.
Goalies.
I mean, there is not much we can do also in terms of shifting things around, right? You can, we don't have a striker. We don't have a backup striker. We don't have anything. So we're very stuck in this formation, the same 11 guys. and also the way we're playing is very, very repetitive from one game to the next, which is, again, no surprise. And if you add all these things together, it is what it is. It was a very good chance that we wasted. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like, those are 3 points that you have to bring home, one way or another. I don't care. Just do it. But it's, I mean, it's not a surprise, honestly. I hope it's just gonna be a one-time thing that we're gonna learn from these mistakes. I'm not sure we're gonna do that. But it's just my only hope at this point.
Giulio?
I mean, it's it's a difficult assessment to make because there are so many components that right now can be used as an excuse that it's difficult to say this is the problem that or that's the problem. One thing that I think is it was obvious that lacked. I'm just gonna say something else. Webb said it, but like you guys already said everything. I think it showed the lack of experience, like at the end. The way we lost this game, like sure they had their opportunities with ours, but like you're in the 93rd minute, you're leading by 1-0. You have the ball, and then you gift pretty much this. That's to me like lack of experience. Young, they're not ready. They're not used to manage maybe this type of results, the pressure. I don't know. There were like a series of mistakes that happened like in 20 seconds that it's unexcusable at that level and at Juventus. And I have to attribute it to lack of experience. Sure, they're tired, but like you can't get scored on like that. So there is a lot more going on. And let's see what the others have to say. I have like maybe I want to have something else later, but I don't want to say it all. So
sure.
See what others
So Donato, first of all, welcome. So we have a
Thanks.
tradition here, and when anybody new joined the live, we have like a question. So before you asking about the what you think about the last game and actually about the season, because we haven't had a chance to talk, and we'd like to ask you who was your favorite player and who was your favorite coach in Juventus history.
Sure, yeah. Well, my favorite player overall, I must say, Del Piero, for the years that he played for Juventus, what he gave Juventus. But of course, I follow Juventus even before that. But Del Piero is the one that because of the years they play with. But with that said, there's so many that I love, but I had to put him on top. Favorite coach, I must say Lippi, because we won the champions with him, and also because thanks to him, also Italy won with many Juventus players. So I think that's my choice.
No. Okay. And so what do you think about the game we play last Sunday, and about
Yes.
how you feel about like Thiago Motta is doing lately?
Sure. Well, look, I must say I wasn't not expecting Juventus to win big. Actually, my prediction actually was 1-0, and I was fearing Rebic when he came inside, because I say, oh my God, this guy is a danger for Juventus, because I know him well, how he plays and how he plays against Juventus. So my prediction again was 1-0, and I was happy until the end, because I said, well, I get 3 points. For my prediction. But I must say, yeah, I have to agree with Giulio about the lack of experience. A lot of young people, but the issue is that the Motta, even if it's a young coach, he should know better, because he knows how to handle situation like this. So that's where he need to work on the minds of these young players and start working more and more how to understand is at a certain point if you cannot over, because I understand the type of game you want to do, right? But say when you have like 5 minutes and 1-0 and everything, you know that you're tired and everything, control the games. So I think that he made a mistake there, and in my opinion, in few games, I don't think he gets the changes right. That's my personal opinion. So I think he needs to improve on that. Otherwise, I mean, overall, he's doing what he can do with a team that, as you know, has so many injuries. All that the people that were should have make the difference in they're not there or they haven't made the difference yet. So overall I think I see improvement, but look, we are a team that undefeated yet in Syria. Yeah, too many ties, but still undefeated. Not many goals taken, so I appreciated the portion, but he needs to utilize better the forwards. He needs to utilize better the people that he has in the team, and I know that the Vlahovic, I don't think is his favorite forward. It's not the type that he likes, but that's what he has. And if Vlahovic needs to be put in condition to score, of course. Also, Vlahovic needs to improve for some of the goals that he missed are ridiculous. Thuram missed a goal like incredible against Lecce. I think we could be like 2-0 already in the first half because that's where they show a little bit potential and there was some opportunity. But then that teams, every single teams that play against Juventus gives more than 100%. So you have to think about you're not anymore a coach, Bologna coach, you are Juventus coach, and even that we know that we're not gonna compete for the Scudetto, but we wanna be there. And then if you start losing points like with Lecce, we're in a big trouble.
Yep, pretty fair. And Bilo, I know you gotta leave us like in 20 minutes, so share your thoughts with us because I don't think I didn't remember last time we see you. And and tell me tell me what you want basically. So I'm curious to see.
The biggest point to me is the fact on injuries. To me, a team in Serie A with 12 players of movement and 2 backup goalies. When we have 5 change this position, it's not possible. You're gonna go very far. If this situation stays the way for a long period of time, I don't see how we can make points.
Yep.
Because it's how it is. It's like that in every team. In Manchester City right now was struggling. Today, finally, they won. But if you lose 4 center back like they did, and your best player, you're not going to win games, even if you're Manchester City. So that's a big problem. That's a big problem. I don't think we tie necessarily because of that, but it doesn't help. As a team, you want to have most of the players healthy, and in particular, the one is supposed to switch the quality of the team. Our team was built around the players we bought this season that is supposed to help us to get better. And unfortunately, for a reason or the other, Koopmeiners was out for over 40 days for the problem he had. We had a long-lasting issue with Nico Gonzalez that is supposed to be just nothing. Right now, we also have the only striker we have is out. So I don't know. Is the kind of situation that is unexplainable to figure out how you get so many injuries in the same team. Because I don't think that our medical staff is not at the level, because people pay big money in Italy to go there to get trained for that. If you're like tennis players, people go there. So it is a point of it would be like the equivalent to UCLA here in California. So people go there for the reason because they know that they can fix you. So I don't see that it could be the problem. Of course, medical, everybody thinks like, oh wow, our medical center sucks, but no, I don't think it's that. I don't know what's going on, but I don't think it's that.
But the question here is, and I think we should go back to that: is the honeymoon over? Meaning, actually, I can justify this last couple of ties because of the injuries, right? Because we have a short roster, but they're not the first 2 or 3 ties. I think, I don't know how many now games we've tied. We haven't scored 8. We haven't scored that much. And then we had players when we were tying back then. Vlahovic was still playing, so at least we had that one. And what was the first game? We scored 3 goals. We still had Bremer at the beginning. We still had Cabal at the beginning. It's not we're scoring like crazy now. Okay, yes. So what's going on? Sure, now there's the alibi of the injuries. So now it's easy to say we tied against Milan. That was a miracle. Actually, we led the game. We tied away against Aston Villa. Great, right? This one was like, it was an unfortunate mistake at the last minute, and they're tired, right? It's kind of a trend, though, from the beginning of the season. So what's going on?
No, the trend is we don't have a lot of opportunities. And when we have it, we'll capitalize. So we basically, the worst you can have offensively right now is happening because we have the most talented players that they're not playing. And when we're able to build up and have the chance, we don't put the ball in. Because if you're in a situation like in a game like Lecce, that you're struggling, it's a difficult game, and the ball of Thuram goes in, guys, the game goes downhill immediately because you still have the first half energy to score more. The Lecce is going to be more open. All the dynamic happens when you score, and nothing is going in our direction right now. Is one of those moments that I feel as a fan base, you gotta be united and be like, instead of pointing fingers,
supportive.
Yeah,
Sure.
oh, guys. Otherwise, we expect the Inter fan be supportive of Juventus.
Well,
if
we
we
gotta be
not
honest.
support Juve, we would support Juve.
No, I know, but
Okay,
all of you have a point. But to me, we were short in the beginning of the year. Okay, well, not short. We were right. Okay, then if you add that we had 8 to 9 injuries, guys, you're gonna be short because you already knew that the 22, the 24, the 23rd, the 24th, 25th was Rui, Bangula. So you're gonna be short. Okay, and if we gotta be honest, if there is one thing that we knew before the season, and I understand Milik got injured, maybe we thought he could come back, but even if Milik was healthy, okay, I think and we see that Thiago Motta doesn't see Yildiz as a striker because he never played him over there. Okay, we still were sure about that. Last year we had basically 1-2 competition, and we had Vlahovic, Milik, Ken, Chiesa, and someone else. And Yildiz. So we have 4/5.
Guys, but try to imagine to move so many players like we did this summer.
No. I'm not accusing anybody.
We want everything right now. It cannot happen. It cannot happen.
Okay.
We don't have a budget. We're not Chelsea. Right now, it was after whatever happened before was the time to start fresh, and we went in a direction that most of the people agree. Let's try to have a team that builds from the bottom. And the biggest thing that happened for sure was Bremer injury.
Oh yeah,
that changed the whole dynamic of the season because he was your best player. He was your best player. You lose him, and after that, everything else happened. After it was almost a tsunami. So I don't know.
Donato,
you're right.
Yes.
Do you think we are where we belong right now, or we should? Did you expect us to be in a better position in terms of ranking in Serie A or Champions League?
Look, in Serie A, I think we should have at least 4 points more. just
From
4
which
points.
games you think? From which games we should have
Well,
it?
one for sure Lecce, and one Parma. Those two we should have those more in control. I mean, I could have had the other one. I think it was Genoa, Cagliari,
Actually,
Genoa.
I think we should have lost the one with Parma. We didn't deserve
Yeah.
that point. Actually,
Yeah, maybe I'll tell you, maybe it's the
disagree.
what is it called? But
Huh?
I disagree.
no, the one with Parma, they
With
like dominated the game.
No,
They had
it's not true.
at least 5 chances that they missed.
we
The
have
one with
5
Parma
as
at
well.
home.
Yeah, I
At
think
we have
home,
5 as
but
well.
I
at
think
home
we,
against Parma,
but I think we created. This the thing
Yeah,
is,
we created too.
I
and
think
we're loud.
yeah,
Yes,
right.
and
But
we tied.
right, but the thing is, like, I mean, this is my opinion. At least 4 points. The in Champions League, I think the only, I think only one game. We should deserve doing more, but the other ones we deserve what we got. I mean, unfortunately, there's the European teams, even the teams that are in they're not that good in their Champions League, like in Premier, or like they're 6, 7 and everything. They play more aggressively than us, and the only team that I think unfortunately can make a difference in Champions League of the Italian teams is those prescritti that hate because they have like almost 3 teams, right? And then also they have some favor on their side. But I think that I think we have opportunity to grow, of course, starting from the coach, from Giuntoli to trying to get something from the market in January, that some good opportunities. The young player that needs to grow both in the field and especially in when their mentality, knowing when they have to control the game. The issue that I have, and I don't know if it's me, or but I don't see many, and it's not just this year, right? It's several years now that it looks like this. We not shoot from the outside the area that much, so we don't
Never.
create a
It's
lot
correct.
of. So we don't create a lot of a good opportunity when you don't do those. When you know that you don't have space, you have to try to get those opportunities like this. Either and also the other thing is we don't. It's not just the referee. There's a lot of the referees is because they don't give us almost nothing for fouls and everything. But we don't create the many to get the opportunity to get fouls, right? So that's something that. You ought to have those when the game comes that you don't have too many opportunity. That's how you create some opportunity. You ought to make it dangerous with some shots from outside, create some more goal kicks, make some like the goal that Cambiasso did, that we got lucky to get the goal, right? Because the goalie was in the ball, but the defender touched it and then go in the other direction. So that's how you create some good opportunity, and I don't see the so we see that a lot of time. I see that let's say, oh my God, this is a good action. They go and then they stop and then pass like on the side instead that go forward or something. Look, that the teams, there's a lot of new players that they don't know each other really well. Look at Coop, what he did. Like, I mean, there was one of the action against Lecce. He should have opened for Ildiz. He was alone against the goal. And then what happened? He just did a stupid shot that wasn't even that strong. So I think that there's a lot that work needs to be done. But I stay positive that. I mean, if we will be going for the Scudetto, I think it will be a miracle. But I just hope that we can improve to be, of course, in the first 3 or 4th place.
Right.
Well, we gotta be in the first four. If we don't make Champions League,
Well, we
basically,
must.
this new
Right.
project basically
We
is gonna
must,
be derailed. Yeah.
Right, but I
And,
see it really hard this year. Really hard
Well,
because
no, you need to get there.
yeah.
There is no other question. And to add on that, we don't even score on set pieces because I think
Right.
the last goal was Kohler in '94 against Dortmund.
Yeah,
probably this one.
right.
Yeah.
I have a question about that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Cup Miners.
Who?
Cup Miners is the one who's taking all the corner kicks. And we have in the penalty box Conceição that is smaller than me.
And almost scored. By the way.
I don't know. I don't understand it. For real, man. It drives me insane.
You know,
I always take the corner kick because I was the smallest one in my team, but I don't understand why it would be Cup Miners taking it. I know he has decent set piece, but I don't get it.
Today I was watching, I don't know if you guys did, by the way, if you didn't, the interview with Buffon, with Mondlane.
The one who posted, yeah.
Right. So, and when they asked him about leaders and this and that, he said something interesting. He was like, I think the leadership, it's in the hand of the coach. The way we play, the hands of the coach. And I agree with him. So I think you're right. I mean, this seem like small things, but like, I think these are mistakes that the coach is making. Like, why is Cup Miners doing the corner kicks? Is not in the box or right outside of the box to shoot. He has a freaking missile like in his feet. I mean, half of
Giulio.
Yeah.
To me, Buffon was not saying that in a negative way. He was
saying
but in a positive way.
He was saying in a positive way, but and I'm saying he's right. But now, since he took the responsibility, we need to be fair and say when he's making mistakes. This that you just mentioned is a mistake to me, and not a small one. Not a small one.
I just something that to me is very difficult to understand why he has to do it every time. So I understand like he can do it at a certain moment of the game.
No, I think
he doesn't have to be the only option.
I think Yildiz taking for our left side and Koopman is taking for our right side, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, a little bit. But I see most.
He should be in the box. Conceição should kick it. He should.
I would love to see Cup Miners outside of the box and taking a rebound. And he's the only one who can shoot from outside. So is either him or I couldn't think anybody else at the moment that they can shoot from outside for us. And it's really comfortable to have Loca and Cambiasso in the back, the only one to defend. The one's perfect, but I don't.
And I think there was one toward the end that finally, I don't remember who moved Cooper in the middle and then kicked the corner kick, and I think that one was one of the most dangerous. So you're right. A guy like him should be outside instead of be Conceição waiting for outside. I know that I think he might. It probably was for the speed that Conceição can recover well. Because Conceição is generous. I've seen him many times recover the ball in defense and run. So maybe that's why. But come on, you have to use the potential that Coop has, and you have a Conceição can cross well. So it demonstrated several times. So use.
I agree.
Billo, you have 5 more minutes? I was going to ask you a couple of questions. Okay. So, let's move forward. So, I guess, so last episode, I said that the next 4 games, we should got like, it was the most important
don't say anything,
games,
please.
okay? And we should have gotten at least 10 points of the next 4 games, okay?
Thank you for saying that,
Matteo. We already used the jolly, okay? So now we need to get, guys, if we don't get 3 wins against Bologna,
All right.
Monza, okay?
Great.
I would I will be a little bit. I will start worrying. Let me say that. Okay. Yes, there is the alibi or the injuries of that, but there is sometimes you need to win games, and you need to find a way to win games. Good team find a way to win games. So I'm gonna ask you, Bill, about that, and then before you leave, tomorrow we're gonna have the draw for the FIFA World Cup that's gonna happen like in June, and there is a couple of teams that you would like to play against, or there is
always the weakest one. There is one I think it's South Africa.
Sports machine at his best.
I don't care.
We were perfect.
I don't care.
And the one you would like to be playing in LA, in Seattle, in East Coast?
Not in LA. I don't like the Rose Bowl. In particular, if we play like with a South American or
Madrid
or Mexican team, I don't want to be at the Rose Bowl. I don't feel comfortable to be there, honestly, for safety.
No,
I don't. No. I don't think it's a place that people should put 95,000 people inside.
I agree with that.
I don't feel comfortable when I'm there. It's a beautiful setting, but when you start to look at all these, how is the infrastructure and stuff like that, if I freak out, I will not go with my daughter, for example. To be honest.
Okay.
But there are so many beautiful stadiums right now in US, and to me, it's one of them. Should not be in 2024 at a place like that. But I think whatever it's going to be, guys, I want to do one with you guys.
Oh.
Yeah. I want to do either Atlanta, Mercedes-Benz Stadium. The one is beautiful. I have in mind
Are they going to put grass?
Miami.
Do you think they're going to put grass?
I believe it's one of the requirements for FIFA.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I haven't heard about that. Okay.
Yeah.
And about the next stretch of games that we're gonna have, we're gonna have Bologna on Saturday. Are you gonna join us or no?
Saturday, we may see. Who knows?
Okay, we have Bologna, then we have Manchester City, we have Venezia, Cagliari, and Monza.
Fiorentina.
Oh, Fiorentina after this.
To me, the only focus we should have is recover the injured players. I don't see any other option.
Okay.
I don't see us going. We got any team realistically and have a Pugno coming in.
Okay. So I have a conspiracy question for you before you leave.
Oh God.
Do you think Vlahovic was injured or was a political injury in the last game?
No, I always think people do everything with a good intention. I don't have that kind of second thought.
I know. That's why I'm asking you.
No, I really don't have that.
Okay.
That opinion about that.
I mean, what's the gain from the political injury? What would be the final goal of that?
But I think there is always a possibility of everything. I'm not saying that it's not possible. I just feel like
it just doesn't make sense to me.
As a fan, I don't think I can believe in that. That's what I say.
That is a conspiracy theory.
No, I wanted to ask Matteo, like, is the conspiracy on Juventus's part or on Vlahovic's part? Like,
no. To me, I don't want to read anything to that. But since there was a couple of tweets that went out today, okay, and maybe they're like there was some people that was trying to create some. I think it was just gossip, okay, and we're saying that basically he was punished for what he said during the international break. I don't want to think about that, okay, because. And I want to think that actually they were extremely cautious with his injury, okay? Because they rather like having like miss like 3 more days, they probably miss another 2 months, okay? So let's take it easy, okay? You're the only striker we have right now, okay? Let's take it like 1 day more that is better than 1 day less, okay?
Yeah.
So I would like to say that. Other than that, everything else is conspiracy, but since Bill is not a conspiracy guy. I will curious to.
Not in this situation. Only about the moon. No, no. I wanna say something about the symptom. It was about Buffon. We talk about the beautiful 1 hour and a half he had at the Juventus. That is never a guy that says the first thing that comes in his mind. He's always very thoughtful. And I think I'm probably going to get this book. It seems like he's not the guy. He wrote the book about taking a shot to anybody he played against in his career. It's just basically talking positive all the people in encounter his career. And one thing came out today was about Cardiff.
Yeah, that was
And I
interesting.
heard from everybody what happened in that half time Cardiff. Dude, we lost against Real Madrid. That was the best team. It's not like
Well, what
there
you
was
expect?
the
I haven't.
Bonucci
I haven't
Dybala story
seen it.
didn't existed.
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it, Emily, but are you or were you expecting him as a captain saying something different than that?
You know, he could have skipped the part in the book and not put it
Why?
at all.
If you
So
skip,
No,
he,
that guy.
he decided.
He
It's
lying.
it wasn't an interview. It's his book. He puts in the book what he wants to put. Why would he put in the book something that it's not true?
You said nothing happened. It was a normal half time.
He said nothing. It was like literally nothing happened. No, even a person raised his voice a little bit. It was like nothing. And the
slap Dybala during at the halftime of that game. Okay.
He said nothing happened, and it was interesting also what he said about his personal attacks after like you know with the betting, all of that.
The Riva story was beautiful.
Yeah, which seems not to be true. Riva asked him when they were going for him to be questioned by the police when there was all the betting scandal, whatever. Is there anything I need to know? And he said, like, I got offended that he even questioned my morality after 10 years of knowing me. You know, so even the betting that everybody has taken as a full truth, pretty much he showed in this hour that it's full bullshit. Completely. Like he never did any of that. So it's very interesting, you know, interesting. And I mean, he seems like a genuine enough guy like that. I think he would own something if he did it. So I believe him, but watch it. It's really good.
No, I just want to clear the name of Buffon before I leave, guys. This is my mission.
Good point.
Ciao ragazzi.
Ciao, Billo.
So nice to talk with you, Donato.
Hi, you too. See you. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, so let me go back to what I asked Billo, and before we derail that. So, should anything you expect from the draw tomorrow for the World Cup? Because actually, this is something that is gonna actually happen. Okay, so do you want to face one team? I personally would like to avoid the Mexican team, okay, because all the BS I would take from my friends. Okay, so if we can avoid them, even so, and then I would for sure we're gonna play against one of the biggest European teams. So I think it's Paris Saint-Germain, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, and the City. So we're gonna play against one of them.
One of them.
So. Yeah. So, any expectation?
I don't remember how the buckets were.
I have no idea.
Together, so I really don't remember. I actually think it would be fun to play against South American team since we're in the US. You know, if you're gonna go, I agree with Billo. If that happens, I hope it doesn't happen in LA, because otherwise it's gonna be like 90,000 of them at 200.
It's gonna be everywhere.
No, maybe they played that game and I don't know in Seattle, or it could be a little more balanced. Who knows? But it will be fun.
It will be fun, yeah. Hopefully we're gonna be together. So that's gonna be another.
Right. At least for one of them.
Donato, you want to face someone?
Yeah, I would like to, like I said, non-LA. The last time I saw the game at the Rose Bowl against Real Madrid, that was hell to just get out of the parking lot.
Get out of there.
Wow, that was crazy.
That was insane. That's totally like say dangerous, and I was like, what? Yeah. So I would like to Seattle because it's close, and about team and everything. I think this competition is gonna be fun anyway. We gotta get there with a number of players, of course. So because right now we can even afford to play a Serie A game, and how we're gonna get to there. So we have to make sure that we have enough players to get there to competition. I would like to, of course. to have from the big one. I think that as of right now, PSG might be the more affordable, and Manchester City, I think, is gonna get back the team that is. I mean, there's so many talented, but the PSG is a team that I never like, and I think that they lost a lot during the years. I mean, they can be competitive in France, but they're not. In my opinion, they're not competitive in Europe as they appear. They just have money. So that might be a team that okay to go. And then yeah, and then like like surprise team, like from wherever, Korea or any other. It would be nice to play a team that we never seen play Juventus with, you know. So
Well, Edo, you know that if we're gonna be in Seattle, you're gonna be our go-to guy, right?
Yeah, I mean the stadium is beautiful. Lumen Field is awesome. So
Yeah, it just the football team that play over there sucks, but okay, but that's another completely topic we want to
go
like
Hawks.
we want to
No,
avoid. Okay?
but I have a question about the because I think about that competition. It's in a weird place in the calendar. There's going to be a lot of teams who are going to be a lot more excited and motivated to play, the big guys from Europe than maybe the guys from Europe are to play, in this competition.
right.
If I'm thinking like all the South American teams, the Mexican teams, it's going to be tough because they're just waiting for the opportunity. They don't get that many chances.
Right.
And it's after a very long season. I cannot imagine. I mean, I'm going to be, interested in seeing how we even approach the competition because
Yep.
it's such a different thing from what we used to do. And I'm pretty sure everybody's going to put up their best games against, the big guys from Europe because it's all there is.
I think the group stage is the most difficult. If you get out of the group stage, once you're like in the knockout stages, then like the players like get more interest in those type of games, But like
Probably.
the group stage will be, it's the tricky one. We might be kicked out then because they want to go home, But at that
I mean,
now,
I can see that. I can see
right?
that.
If they are like in the quarter of finals, at that point, like they will try to win the thing, But the group, it's tricky.
Yeah. No, overall, it's about the money mark. I like what Edo said. There's a lot of players that from South America or every other country that doesn't have that much of exposure of soccer. They're gonna try to play as hard as possible because they wanna be they wanna show what they can do it, and hopefully get some offers from European teams to play for them. So
I have a question for the group for Donato.
yeah.
I don't know if you guys, we haven't touched this topic yet. I don't know if you guys watched the Fagioli documentary that came out.
Hold on a second. Should do a commentary together. So we know that. Oh yeah, next week, Mauri, next week for sure we're gonna come about that. Yeah.
So
I hope we're gonna have the schedule and anything, some more news actually, because actually, and we don't have any information at all from Juventus at this point. We don't know. They said they don't know anything, and we asking them. And I know our coordinator for the North America is going to be in Torino next week. He's going to have a meeting with somebody, and hopefully we're going to have some news next week. Okay, Giulio, sorry.
So I was saying, I don't know if you guys watched that documentary. It's like 40 minutes documentary. I don't know if it can be labeled as that one. Interesting title, interesting content. I don't know. What do you think? Donato, have you seen it?
No, I haven't seen it yet. I read a little bit, but I haven't seen it yet. I mean, I think that is got mandated to do it, in my opinion. Part of the things that to clean up his name. I don't know. There's something that's going on with the Fagioli that worry me right now, and I'm concerned that I don't know if that this guy is getting depressed now or something, or is a lack of trust from the coach. There's something that I don't see him, and even in the with the national team, Spalletti sent him back home because he didn't do the very good. There's even Richie passed him pretty much, and I'm happy Richie because that's my last name, but I'm happy for Jolly. But the so I mean I think that these things it's nice that to show the young people that what you can get in trouble with. I mean, this guy, since he was so young, started gambling. So he was like almost a kid when he started. So
Right.
how dangerous and everything. So but you know what? I blame mostly, and again, is how I think about the Italian organization about soccer, how it went down and everything. I blame the organization that there is they're not helping these young people. They're not creating the the right uh, the right ideas how what soccer is and everything. I mean, there's no control much of these young players. I think for a lot of those talented people, they get bored, and that's the issue. And then technology, unfortunately, for destroy war one time for us was a different society. I mean, it's not just on for the soccer players; it's for a young adult. I mean, I've seen kids that they just communicating with social media or with electronic devices and everything. Then there's not anymore the contact and everything. So overall, I think that is a good thing about this documentary for the young people, but the all the organization, all these teams and everything, they need to do more to help this player. I know the Juventus did with signing him back, help him stay in play, but there's something that even like the words they say, that some of the players that say Locatelli and Gatti, I think that they didn't trust anymore this guy. He was lying and everything. I don't know if they can help him. It might be demoralizing a little bit. So I hope that that change.
Yeah, I think they didn't picture it. It didn't come out really well out of that documentary.
I agree.
We privately commented when we watched it between us. I didn't see any benefit for Juventus in terms of image for Fagioli. I didn't find it constructive.
Right.
See, that was my fear.
Yeah, it came out.
Maybe it was part of the deal. Who knows?
But like, why didn't it better? Like, it looked not even the family is really supporting him. The brother hates him for sure. I mean, the brother is so jealous. It came out so clear from the go watch it. It's 40 minutes. It's
it doesn't take a lot.
It was like something that it looked like they patched it together just because it needed to be done and came out. They didn't put any effort, and even the title they chose, it's so inappropriate to me. Like, they could
I agree.
Picked a middle instead they chose Fragile. Jesus.
See, that's concerning to me.
I don't know. There was something really wrong about this feature that came out. I don't even call it the documentary because it's not documenting anything.
Right. And I think that's the thing. The fear that it's not something that Juventus had control on this. I think is more the federation, the Italian federation, Gravina and everything. And I don't know. That's my fear, and that was my fear too. That's why I haven't watched it yet, and so I wasn't sure
It
to
was
watch it
created
yet.
by actually I think it was made by the Creator Lab, the Juventus Creator Lab actually.
Oh,
Yeah,
it did?
but yeah,
Oh.
that's the crazy thing to
Yeah,
me.
exactly.
Juventus
So-
made it. I don't understand
Wow.
why they. It doesn't make sense at all. At all.
Yeah, it does that.
I mean-
You don't. It's you finish the documentary and you don't have a better image or a better picture of Fagioli. And then actually, the player that I love as a player, you know.
Yeah, me
Actually,
too.
you got a picture of the guy that they look like really fragile.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
Which-
so and
which-
I don't know. It was weird. So I don't want to think about anything. So I just hope like he's not getting playing time because he's not training well, as Mota said. But on the other side, we basically we don't have player, and until like a month and a half ago, it was probably a key player for us after
Right.
the game he played with.
I don't know what's
Lazio.
going on there. It's so
So
strange.
yeah, we don't want to have conspiracy, but I like the situation because I like help this conspiracy in this case. And then all these like transfer market news come out about him, like
Yeah.
Paris Saint-Germain wanting him,
Marsiglia.
and Marsiglia.
Right.
So okay, so I would think like if somebody offer like 25 to 30 million is a no-brainer. You're gonna sell him because as well, basically it's a plus Valence. Probably we're gonna get penalized another 10 points at that point. But okay, so okay, just to close the episode, guys, and so we play on Saturday 9 a.m. our time actually.
That is a game.
So Edo, see, can I see you in the first line on Saturday, please? I want to close to
Whatever-
me, so
whatever you
I
want.
can actually punch you. So okay, and
Okay, well,
That's why he wants you.
it's a stress
That's
reliever. I
not
need
very-
I
not
need a
very
stress
encouraging
reliever, yeah.
to be the
So-
first goal. Yeah.
now you all
And,
understand why I don't sit in the front.
I need prediction, guys. I need prediction.
Prediction. I mean, the thing is like
Last time nobody was right because actually I have a 3-1.
I was
with
close with the
Fagioli.
1-0.
Julia was 1-0 with Cop, and Mauro was 1-0 with Gatti. Okay, either you were 2-0 and David was 2-0. So I was.
Should we go with
3-1,
the
so-
reverse psychology? Just because I don't know. Let's try something because whatever we did,
and Bologna is
Work.
basically like basically facing the former team coach.
Yeah,
by
and they're
Monza.
like 5 points behind us, by the way. It's
Well,
not
everybody-
that, just so you know, everybody thinks Bologna. It's
They lost.
doing
They
badly
lost
this year.
Orsolini because they won yesterday 4-0, I think, against Monza, if I'm not mistaken, in Coppa
Yeah.
Italia. But they lost Orsolini, so they're gonna
Yeah.
be down.
Bologna is doing really well, actually.
They are,
They're okay.
They played okay this last game with was with the.
So, we're gonna get back
Arsenal.
Vlahovic
Yeah.
and
Yes.
Matic, maybe.
And Azic.
Maybe
I see.
Savona
They
too.
were saying maybe Savona, but maybe it was a close. Maybe it's gonna come back for CD, and maybe for City even they were thinking about Douglas Luiz, and Nico Gonzalez should be back next week.
Did you say Douglas Luiz? I almost fell off the chair.
And Nico Gonzalez against Venezia. That's what they say today.
Yeah,
Okay?
that's what they said today. Yeah.
Abram, where are you? Yeah, we miss you. We are now even coming to the watch party anymore. Come on.
You need to join us in the podcast at least.
Yeah, Abram, we need a prediction for Saturday. You have
Okay.
Bologna. Final score.
Let's start
1-0.
with this prediction.
1-0. And fuck it. Cop Miners.
1-0 Hope Miners. I say 1-0. No, I say 2-0. 2-0. Vlahovic Ildiz, Bafanculo. Vai.
Abram says 2-0. You.
There you go.
You guys, it's a turn.
I'm gonna go 1-1.
Madonna. God. Mamma mia.
I
Donato.
mean, it's
I go with the hope at the 2-0 to redeem ourselves and to get point. And I'm waiting for this goal from Coop and Vlahovic at the second half.
Okay. Edo, can you ask your wife the prediction, because she's the right one?
1
So.
second. Boss, where is it?
She gets them
No,
all.
Maurizio
Won the
is
prediction for
0-0.
Saturday.
Maurizio, are you gonna join us on Saturday?
2-0.
She says 2-0.
Ah,
Yeah.
good.
2-0. Does
Let's
she have
play
like
your-
a scorer?
But
still?
I just realized that if we do actually draw 1-1, like how many punches am I gonna get from the Presidente?
Yeah,
I'm
this is
just-
the most important
yeah.
thing, guys.
Oh yeah, looking forward to it.
Yep. Oh, Maurizio is gonna be with us on Saturday. Finally, Maurizio, I haven't seen you like in forever, Mauri. So okay. So Donato, you wanna say anything else before we're gonna wrap it? And,
No, thank you for the opportunity. It was fun,
No,
and
it's-
I'll see you all at the party. At
Oh,
the-
can't
Yes,
wait.
yes. We'll
Can't
see the
wait.
Christmas party.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
and we're
I'm
gonna have a lot of gift actually.
Yes,
Are we
Yeah.
doing
Yeah.
they're
Are we
right
doing a
behind
live
me here.
podcast from the?
Do you have anything
party?
to show us, Julia? Has any gift to show us?
A sneak
The one that you
peek.
can show.
A sneak peek.
Yeah,
all right,
exactly.
all right. Hang on. Hang on.
Yeah.
Hang on. I'll be right back.
Oh, geez.
Okay. So okay. Well, interesting.
Okay, we have a lot of gifts this year. We have like electronics and sort, but since we're on a Juventus podcast, I'm gonna go with this.
Oh,
Oh, man.
Yeah.
So, and I leave it at that.
Okay.
We have about 15 gifts that we're gonna raffle out. So if you
Uh,
guys
Maybe
want the
maybe I
tickets-
can win one. Maybe I can.
I haven't.
Just,
never so
Never.
far,
never.
so far,
We
nothing.
just know that this year we decided not to have the panettone. Otherwise, we Carlucci always won the panettone.
Exactly. We didn't
We're
get
not
it on
gonna-
purpose.
Yeah, we didn't get it on purpose. So, Donato, you won anything last year?
Yeah, the LA cap.
Oh yeah. The
There was
Italy,
a-
LA. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
Italy.
good.
Yeah.
That's nice
Yeah,
one. That
yeah,
one.
yeah.
That's a nice
yeah.
one, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, I love
Well,
that.
Yeah, I need to instruct my son how to pick the ticket this year. So, okay, guys, thank you so much for
Thank you.
everything. Donato, please be back. You know, I always more
Well-
than welcome over here. We're just doing this to have some fun, okay?
Will do,
We are
will do.
issue lately because we cannot get together with like a fixed time to do this, okay?
No, actually, this time worked better. So I had time to get off from the office, changing. So it was perfect.
Maurizio, we want you here, Maurizio, okay?
Yes, Mauricio, join us at a podcast
Yeah,
sometime.
please.
Hey, forza Juve fino alla fine.
Sempre.
Grande, ciao Donato.
Edo,
Forza
see you on
Juve.
Saturday. Keep your
Yes,
chair
sir.
close to me, okay?
First
Yeah,
line,
I
for
will.
sure. First row.
Bye, guys. Take care.
Ciao.
Bye.